I didn't work, but like I provided value because I gave birth to two children and I raised them, and I helped with family life. And his answer was, what you did, that's not how value works. What you did it have any value? Because there was a lot of women who wanted to give me kids. I was
She's a stay-at-home mother of two, and she's going through a divorce with her husband. And she's like, I don't want a messy divorce. I just want you to be able to give me some amount of money because, of course, I stayed at home to take care of the two kids. And I gave you value. And I was there for the two kids. So I don't want a messy divorce. Just give me a certain amount of money that is not going to look as if I'm going through paycheck to paycheck. So I already have a money. Like, of course, I'm the mother of your children, right? And the man said that you giving me two children is of no value because I could get that from any women out there. And she said, and he told her that you can never find a man that will provide for you just like that because provision is very important. You guys, let me show you all this video, then I'll come back and share my thoughts.
telling him like, hey, we don't need to do a nasty divorce, but like you do need to like give me some money to go on about my way, because I've been a stay-at-home mom for the past year and a half, and I don't have anything to show for that year,
Mm-hmm.
where I could have been earning money. I was at home taking care of us. Like, you got to work because of my sacrifice, so I deserve something. And like nothing unreasonable, but just something so that I can breathe,
Yeah.
so that I'm not like paycheck to paycheck, literally. And he told me, he said, and I also said that, yeah, I didn't work, but like I provided value because I gave birth to two children and I raised them, and I helped with family life. And his answer was, what you did, that's not how value works. What you did it have any value? Because there was a lot of women who wanted to give me kids. I could have had kids with anybody, but you can't just run out and go find a man to provide for you any day of the week. So me providing for you was more valuable than you giving me two children.
This is the reason why some of us always advocate for women to be financially independent, have a source of income, have a career before you get married or before you have children. This is a good example of what we call the motherhood penalty. Because women are the primary caregivers for children, for every child you have, it will reduce your ability to earn an income at your highest capacity.
Okay.
And it is the sacrifices that women make when they have children that is likely to lead them into the feminization of poverty, which is women living in poverty in their old age because they committed their most productive years being a caregiver for children. Therefore, they did not work jobs that paid pension, and they do not have any pension in their old age. Also, a lot of men do not want to be fathers. Men use pregnancy and motherhood as a way to punish women, to keep you on a leash, to derail you, and to keep you under their control. So if you're a woman and you're giving up your career, giving up your education for marriage and to have children, oh, being a mother is a beautiful thing. I love my children. Yeah, that is all good. But if you do not have any source of income and you're not working a job that is paying you retirement, guess what? You're going to be struggling in your old age and marriage can end. Dear ladies, being a mother is not a trophy because capitalism does not even support mothers. From maternity leave to struggling to be employed when you're a mother, especially when you're a mother with younger kids, it's real. However, capitalism rewards married men. Men who are married are perceived to be responsible. Therefore, they are likely to get a promotion. They are likely to get a contract and likely to get a job. Minus if they don't have any criminal record. So, dear women, understand that men can use pregnancy and being a mother to keep you on a leash and keep you under control. And if they leave you and that relationship does not work out, you are stuck with a bunch of kids, you're gonna struggle, and that is just the reality. Society punishes women for being mothers. So for those of you who center your entire life around being married and being a mother. Get a grip, find a steady source of income, and understand that as a woman, when you are taking care of the children and you're taking care of the home, that is a sacrifice you're making for your husband to go out there, advance in his career, and do good and earn pension. Therefore, you are contributing intangibly to your husband advancing in his career. For every man that is successful, there's a woman who sacrificed her life for that man to be successful, especially in the context of marriage. So, dear ladies, wake up. Before you get married, before you have kids, make sure you have a steady source of income. Make sure you have a stable career. And also understand that the motherhood penalty exists. For every child you have, your ability to earn an income reduces. So in everything that you do as a woman, have the number of children that you can financially take care of. Do not depend on a man to be having kids, thinking that that relationship or that marriage will last forever. Nothing lasts forever. Even if it does not end in divorce, men have a lower life expectancy than women on the average. So a man or a husband is likely to die before his wife. Make sure as a woman you are securing yourself financially and you are only having the number of children you can support financially, emotionally, and mentally. A lot of you are out here having kids you cannot take care of as a woman financially, emotionally, and mentally. And most of you are just raising the next generation of toxic individuals. I'm just saying the truth. I'm not being mean. I'm just being real. My name is Dr. Zita. I'm a sociologist. If you're not following, guess what? Hit the follow button.
It was the things that he said in the way they made me feel. That's the reason why I'm not with him today. And one of those things that he said to me was when we were already splitting up and I was moving out. And I was telling him, like, hey, you know, we don't need to do a nasty divorce, but like, you do need to like give me some money to go on about my way, because I've been a stay-at-home mom for the past year and a half, and I don't have anything to show for that year where I could have been earning money. I was at home taking care of us. Like, you got to work because of my sacrifice, so I deserve something. And like, nothing unreasonable, but just something so that I can breathe, so that I'm not like paycheck to paycheck, literally. And he told me, he said, and I also said that, yeah, I didn't work, but like, I provided value because I gave birth to 2 children and I raised them, and I helped with family life. And his answer was, what you did, that's not how value works. What you did didn't have any value because there was a lot of women who wanted to give me kids. I could have had kids with anybody, but you can't just run out and go find a man to provide for you any day of the week. So me providing for you was more valuable than you giving me 2 children.
You hear what that man told her? You'll never find another provider like me. And a lot of y'all are looking for providers. And you get mad when men like me say, go 50-50, pay bills. Cause you think that's because I want a man to get over on you. You think it's because I think, you know, a man shouldn't take you out on dates or anything like that. No. Protect yourself. Go half on the bills. Go half on rent, mortgage, whatever the case may be. Have enough money to pay your own bills, whether that's a car note, car insurance, all that kind of stuff. Because should you choose to say, I want to get up and go for whatever reason, now I think you should work on your marriages. Some of y'all are being abused. Sometimes terrible things happen, right? But if it happens that I have done it all, I have truly given it all, I want to get up and go, the only way you can do so is if you are in the position to be able to provide for yourself. And in some women's cases, for yourself and your child. So now you are deadlocked in a space where you wanted a provider so bad, and you got one. To think that you are going to leave that person, they are still going to, of their own volition, without courts involved, provide for you once you're gone, when you end that relationship, putting yourself in a bad space. So, you know, let this be a lesson, y'all. Go 50-50.
Provided value because I gave birth to 2 children and I raised them, and I helped with family life. And his answer was, what you did, that's not how value works. What you did didn't have any value because there was a lot of women who wanted to give me kids. I could have had kids with anybody, but you can't just run out and go find a man to provide for you any day of the week. So me providing for you was more valuable than you giving me 2 children.
He said, me providing for you is more valuable than you giving me 2 children. And as painful as that is, or as painful as that must feel for any woman whose husband tells her that, It's not a lie though. And wait, before you get mad at me, wait, let me explain. Should there be some value in having kids with a man? Yes, there should be. But in reality, it's not that special. It isn't. Your vagina is just as good as the next woman's vagina. Your womb is just as good as the next woman's womb. Stop thinking you are special. Dear ladies, stop thinking you are special. You are just a woman. It doesn't matter how exquisite you think your vagina is, it is just as good as the next woman's own. It doesn't matter how special you think that bringing a child into this world is for a man. The next woman can do just that. It doesn't matter how special you feel that a man picks you. It's not special. He just needed to pick a woman. He just needed to pick one. And when we are telling you these things on social media, you think we are telling you out of bitterness. You know, the reason why mature women, right, or women that have gone through this will not come and tell you these things is because they know that you will shame them the way you shame people like me. And they don't want to be shamed. So they will continue to deceive you and be like, oh, it's just the most special thing. It's just the most beautiful gift ever. It really isn't. You are looking for a partner. That man is just looking for a woman. And you happen to be a woman. If you were not a woman, he wouldn't look at you twice. So whether you say you will choose once and you will choose right, or for those of you that are married that say things like, oh, me and my own husband, this one, and that one. It is you that you are saying husband. It is you that you are saying partner. That guy is just saying a woman. He just got himself a woman. He just got himself a woman. It's a painful day when a woman realizes that she's not as special as she thought she was. So this beautiful young lady now is realizing all of this after 2 kids. You are still single. When are you going to realize this fact? Is it after you've gotten married? Is it after 2, 3 kids? You now remember that, Ola said this thing is in 2025. Oh, I just didn't listen then because I thought I was special. You can't really get partnership from a man. I'm not saying a man cannot love you. Those are 2 different things. I'm saying you cannot truly get partnership from a man. And whatever it is that you think you've sacrificed, like, oh, I went through so much, my vagina tore to my brain. Oh, I went through so much, they cut through 7 layers of my body. I had 2 C-sections to give this guy a child. My dear, all of that you did. A man is not looking at it as that valuable because why is it so special? Other women are doing it, so what's the big deal? What is the big deal? Right.
Women, when we say you have to have your own money, it is not like when people tell you, oh, drink water, like do exercise, eat good food, eat healthy. No, this is a do or die. If you don't do it, something's going to happen to you. If you have your own money, you cut a lot of BS when it comes to being in a relationship with these people. Because I really don't understand why you put a woman into the house to stay at home for you, to take care of the 2 children so that you can be successful in your own thing. And as the fact that she's a stay-at-home mother doesn't remove the fact that she is a stay-at-home wife. Because she's still going to do wifely duties. She's going to do motherly duties and all of that for free. So apparently it wasn't even giving her a certain money every month. So whatever money it might even be giving her, it might just be normal upkeep that she's supposed to buy things inside the house, probably grocery shopping, exact grocery shopping money for the month. So he knows what he was doing. So he's like, I'm going to leave you penniless so that you can always come back to meet me, because you will never find a provider out there just like that. And that's the truth, because men nowadays don't even want to provide, right? So, and it's true, you can easily get a woman that will give birth, chap, promise, and 3 years later, a woman get pregnant for you. After promising her or love born her for a period of time, they'll get pregnant sharp. So it doesn't even see value on all the things that she has been doing. So now she's coming to realization later on. Like, can you guys just imagine? I just wasted all my years with this person thinking I gave value to this relationship, but then he didn't see the value in it. I just feel like the long and short of all of this is you have to make money for yourself as a woman. Forget any other thing. Having children in your head and thinking I am doing this because of my man, or my man can take care of me, or my man. I'm not saying don't have a man that can provide, or don't have a man that can take care of your bills and all of that. Also do those things, because if anything happens, you can also do them by yourself. financially. If you cannot handle any children financially, don't give birth. Before you get married, have your own money. I feel like there's a particular amount of money you're supposed to have as a woman before you decide to say yes to any man. And don't touch that money. It's going to be like your own money. Because I feel like these men sometimes they know that their woman does not have money, and that's why they treat them anyhow or say some certain things that can hurt them. Imagine you going through a divorce with your husband and you don't even want a messy divorce, you just want peace and unity. And all you just request for is give me a certain amount of money every month and I'm good. And he's telling you, why should I give you? Because you didn't do anything important to my life. It sees him providing as greater value than she wasting her years giving birth, staying at home as a nanny, as a cleaner, as everything for free for him. You don't see anything, doesn't value anything that she did. He sees what he's doing as greater value than what she brings to the table. I just feel like this is a sad reality of stay-at-home mothers or trad wives. In as much as you're staying at home, always find something to do. Don't just sit at home and waste your years taking care of children. Do something. Like you need to make money. You need to do something because this is a life and death situation. Take you making money as a life and death situation. It is not just do this just because you have to, something that you have to keep telling yourself, I need to make money, I need to have my money, I need to have my own money. No matter the amount of money your husband has, or no matter the properties that he has, you need to have your own. You need to acquire your own as an adult, as a woman. And you even need to work harder knowing that you have children. You need to also work harder knowing that you have a man that is your husband, because they can just mess you up at any time, at any given time. You guys, I'd like to know your thoughts about this video down in the comment section. Respectfully, as always, it's your girl Mara David, and thank you so much for tuning in today's video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and share, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.